Genuinely, this is one of the coolest scenes I thought we would never get to see. Like, I couldn't have expected something that looks like this to be in a Horizon game. It's really awesome. Also, hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Horizon Forbidden West. Last time, we are kind of technically underground below New Vegas, or Las Vegas, even though we've seen some street signs down here, so it used to be ground level. The desert covers up a lot. We drained this land, found a new monster to fight, and now we're entering in to find Poseidon. And whatever trials that's going to come with. Let's see what we can do.
Okay. Poseidon should be hiding in some kind of processor. I need to find a console to gain access to it. There. I should be able to use that console.
I can't do it. I can't give up on this place. I'm leaving everything on standby. The system's equipped for runs for decades, if not hundreds of years. It's a long shot. But maybe someday, against all odds, someone will find this place again. Marvel at its lights and wonders. Discover a fortune and boundless opportunity. Make it their own dream. After all, if the city can give me a second chance, if water can flow in a wasteland, anything's possible.
He was right.
It's nice to see in a world like this, there are some dreams and well-intentions that survived.
I'm here to bring you home, Poseidon. To Gaia. Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring Poseidon's subordinate function to original code.
Her spear just disappeared.
Okay. Gotta bring this back to Gaia.
No? Alright, well. It's a better arena to fight in out there. I really like this place. I'm glad they included it. It's been a great story that goes with it that we've been able to hear about.
Looks like taking Poseidon triggered a restart of the city's power system.
Oh. Is that good or bad? I guess we'll be able to see it without Poseidon's
The crew
influence?
must have headed back up top. Probably numbers they could carry.
Oh, wow. I really hope whatever happens in the story does not destroy this place. It's a dream. It really is. A lot of junk all around here. Is there anything I was supposed to pick up? Doesn't look like it. Thank goodness. Okay. Up we go, hopefully all the way out. I don't want to get into a big fight with any story issues until we're outside. I want this place to survive. I really, really want it.
Next right.
This has been great. I am so happy we got to come here. Oh, and there's more that we didn't get to see. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is something we swam through before, but we didn't really get a chance to look at it. Because it was all obscured by water. Not just, like, covered by water, but obscured by it. Oh, man. This could be like, it could still be a tourist trap, technically speaking. Maybe someday in a few centuries there could be like a restoration effort for this place if it survives long enough. Just make sure everything's like stable, it works again properly. This has been so cool. And again, I have no attachments to Las Vegas. So, yeah, this has been awesome. Is this the thing back here? Just a pathway into the dark. How did all this sand get down here too? I mean, there's plenty back in the water-logged area. But they even give you a chance to walk around and explore. And I know I didn't go up to the top floor back there, but it looked like it was going to be a little bit of a pain to get to, so I just didn't. I don't think there would have been a whole lot unique stuff to see as well. I mean, we saw pretty much all of it when we were walking around before, so. Yeah. I think there's not going to be much else to see. I'll keep looking for more, but we are on our way out. I'm really grateful that the game took the opportunity to let us have the time to look around in a place that is so carefully made like this. A lot of games, it seems, will make these great locales that people are probably going to want to take a moment to look at if they get the opportunity. And either the cutscenes or just the story in general doesn't allow them to. It doesn't stop. It never takes a break. And they're letting us this time. I can't think right now if that's how the game was before. Whether it ever just stopped and let us have a moment. But right now it is. And I really like it. It's very, very, very much appreciated. I think that...
Looks like that elevator I found earlier. Maybe I can catch a ride instead of climbing back up.
It just feels very necessary to have a moment like that where you can stop, take your time, take everything in, just appreciate the scenery and the world for what it is before you are forced to go right back into it. Looks like there's a few notes left behind, but they've cleared out. Then there's a story cutscene waiting for us on the other side of that tarp. What a delightful location. Looks like we need to get a lot of fish and birds, but we're done with vultures.
Whatever she did, it must have powered up the whole city.
We turned on the power. Oh my!
Oh, the show my old Gramps always wanted. There's another.
its legacy ensured, our hero beheld the sea of desert lights and wept at his good fortune.
When I saw the embers as a child, I never dreamed they could be like this. Thank you, Aloy. Well, did you find what you were looking for?
I did. And now I have to move on.
Oh. Oh. Come back when you can. I got big plans for this place.
I thought you wanted to put on shows with the Embers back in the Claim.
Oh, no. This is the show. Oh, can you imagine? Folks from all over the land coming to take it all in. Plus, some food and a nice place to stay.
Not to mention a variety of entertainment venues.
Don't forget, games of chance. Plenty of shards to be had there for certain.
A new dream, huh? I hope you make it happen. Goodbye, gentlemen.
This delve is a story for the ages. All thanks to you.
If Moreland and crew's gonna stay, maybe I should come back and check on them later. For now, I need to get Poseidon back to Gaia. But I might want to pay a visit to that other Ostrom camp I found first. And with my new diving mask, I can swim as deep as I need to. Like at those deep water sites I found earlier.
New dream. I was in it for the diving mask, but this is the best reward. Not just like the light show we can experience, but like these guys have an opportunity to do some great presentations here. And if any of these places like actually do exist now and not between now and whenever society collapsed, you can go check out. This has just been phenomenal. Some part survived. A dream survived. Now there's a new one. This was... This is a quest with the reward that is worth it. Okay. Before I walk off something else and kill myself, I think it's time to head back to Gaia. Lucy, I'm home! Ah, I see you're moving in. What's new? What is new? Is Aaron here now?
Like this? Oh, you're not waving a hammer around, Aaron. Try a gentler touch.
And my big sausage fingers don't really do gentle, okay?
Bring it back. Trace the line. To your right. Other right.
I just saw it. It's the one Aloy found up north. Gotcha. They call it a concussion beat party or something. Yeah, now that's music.
Aloy! Erend, you're all better. And you're here.
Well, the world only goes on if you can do your thing. We learn fast enough, we help make that happen. You want all the backup you can get, right?
We still have much training to do, of course. One does not become hunter in a day.
Looks like you've got things under control. I should get this to Gaia.
Right. We'll keep on training. Catch up as fast as we can.
I'm seeing glyphs in my dreams already.
Well, while you've been off gallivanting around, I've been working with Gaia to find out more about the land gods. So from where I'm standing, you're in need of some training. Come along.
Okay.
Is that what they're calling it now? Glad they're on good terms again.
Oh, and I delivered your message to Talana.
Sweet.
She headed for that Oseram camp you two were looking for, to the southwest.
So the old ones painted their faces with something called makeup, like the card shop. Why? Yeah, it beats me.
It probably meant something to them. As it does to my people, and the Tanakh.
I just think my face says it all as is, that's all.
That it does.
Oh, we've got a lot of talking to do. A lot of exploring to do. I don't know how much things have changed since I've been gone. How many episodes has it been? There's a lot to look forward to.
Welcome back, Aloy. When you're ready, please merge Poseidon with me. Afterwards, I must discuss an important matter with you.
Oh boy. Wait, is that a black box signal? First things first. Does Poseidon have an avatar?
So, what did you want to discuss?
While you were away, I received an unusual transmission on my dedicated Aletheia frequency.
Aletheia. That's one of the sub-functions you couldn't detect before.
Yes. The transmission occurred so slowly that at first it seemed like an accidental blip of data amongst background static. Once I noticed this irregularity, it took some time to collate the complete message.
Coordinates. Where does it lead?
To a mountain to the northwest of this facility. A word of caution, Aloy. It is possible this transmission is genuine. It is also possible it is being broadcast by someone or something else.
You don't think it's actually Aletheia?
I am uncertain.
What's SOS?
It is an old world code. A distress signal. A desperate plea for help.
Why would Aletheia send a coded transmission on a frequency only the two of you can communicate on?
I believe it was done as a precaution to avoid detection, or at least to create the appearance of the desire to do so. I am also uncertain why Aletheia would expect that I would be able to detect and respond to its distress signal at all. As far as it is aware, I no longer function.
Okay, so either Aletheia is in trouble and sent the message hoping you were out there, or someone else is trying to get us to go to these coordinates, pretending to be Aletheia.
That is my conclusion as well.
Could the Zeniths be sending the transmission?
According to the data I reviewed on your focus, the Zeniths recovered the other Gaia root kernel in the Hades Proving Lab. It is feasible they used it to gain access to my internal frequencies.
So, maybe they sent it thinking you'd respond and reveal your location.
Possibly. However, the transmission is highly irregular. If they intended to provoke me into revealing myself, I would expect the communication to be more routine.
Right. So maybe it's not them then. You said the coordinates lead to a mountain to the northwest. What's there?
I have no record of anything of note in that vicinity.
Okay, and what about the other number in the message? 237. Any idea what that means?
I have queried my available databases, but it does not appear to have any significance. Perhaps its meaning can only be understood at the indicated coordinates.
All right, I'll go to the coordinates and check out the source of the transmission.
All by yourself? Ha! No way.
I included Erend and Varl in this briefing via their focuses. I concur that you should not investigate this alone.
What if it's a trap?
Of course it could be a trap. But if it really is Eleuthia, then it's in trouble, and I need to bring it back. Don't worry. I'll be careful and...
We're coming with you.
Fine. Go grab your things.
We'll wait for you at the west exit, in case you need to upgrade your gear.
Thank you, Gaia. Appreciate that. Okay, but hold on. There's another thing over here. Cyclops? I like the name.
Gaia, what is this?
It is a control console for a drone-based imaging system connected to this dome. I will transmit the relevant data to your focus.
Huh. So this Cyclops is a network of drones to monitor the deteriorating biosphere conditions. I guess it was meant to display on the dome, but the drones aren't connected anymore. I think I can reconnect some of them already. And it seems like there are more out there. Okay, data module's in.
5 of them. No, 4. Whoa, 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 whoa. So... as soon as all the stuff gets off the screen, I can have a look at it. Yeah, they're reconnected, so... now what?
Error. Drone feed disconnected.
So it is connected then. Oh, these ones that are lit up. Ooh.
Good choice.
Oh! I think it's just an aesthetic thing. You can basically make this place look however you want in here. I like that! That's really cool. I'm gonna have to look at all of these. This is really, really cool. Unfortunately not very familiar to me. Oh wait, yeah it is, That's where the explosion flower was at. Yeah, this is the first drone I got.
An excellent choice.
Ooh. This is very Horizon Zero Dawn. Lots of gross plant life, but appropriate for the game. Ah, here we go. Old New Vegas. Or whatever the right term is. Fallout kind of threw me off on what to call that place a lot of the time. I kind of like the new look, personally. Okay, Gaia has stuff to talk about. Let's have a chat.
That was sneaky of you, patching in Varl and Aaron to our conversation.
I am pleased you accepted their help. Is there something you wish to discuss before you depart?
Were you able to make use of Poseidon?
Yes. Many rivers, streams, and lakes associated with the regional watershed have been detoxified. As a result, red algae growth levels have seen a marked decline. According to my data, however, it appears a localized occurrence of red algae continues to persist near the coast.
Maybe I'll look into it when I can. How are things around here?
Zoe has been studying the morphology of her land gods in an effort to understand their sickness. Without the abilities of Hephaestus, I am unfortunately unable to correct their programming. However, Zoe and I are hopeful we will find an alternative way to heal them.
Well, keep at it. Varl and Zoe seem to like spending time together.
Indeed. While studying old world data, Zoe discovered references to a dietary lifestyle known as vegetarianism. She appreciated the similarities with Utaru practices and encouraged Varl to try out this lifestyle.
And how did that go?
I believe they have agreed to disagree.
How's Erend handling things?
He is becoming increasingly accustomed to use of the focus. After an initial incident,
What did he do?
he unfortunately crushed his first focus as he attempted to affix it to his temple. Amongst a number of Oseram curses, I believe he also blamed the focus for being dainty. He has given repeated assurances that it will not happen again.
Well, good thing we have a lot of extras, I guess. So the Hades Proving Lab, where I found the Gaia kernel. It used to be a Pharaoh research facility?
Yes. Prior to appropriation by Zero Dawn, the facility was used to engineer and test advanced computer viruses. It appears to have been one of many research initiatives by Pharaoh Automated Solutions.
I guess it wasn't enough to build automated killing machines. He wanted viruses to infect them with, too. So, a while back, before the battle at Meridian, I went into Banuk territory. I discovered another AI there, one not related to Zero Dawn. Cyan. It was created to oversee operations for a volcanic stabilization project, and it spent the last 1,000 years in isolation. I'm guessing you didn't know about it?
No. From the data on your focus, it seems that Cyan was cut off from the outside world, an effort by its creators to protect it from the Pharaoh plague.
Any chance it could help us now?
I have already attempted contact, with no success. Given its previous experience with accepting an outside network request, I imagine it is unwilling to do so again.
Right. Because last time Hephaestus enslaved it. Well, that's too bad. I think the two of you would have had a lot to talk about. When I dove down into Vegas, I found data about the man who built the dome over the city. Stanley Chen. It turns out he was a member of Far Zenith. But if he loved Vegas so much, why did he abandon it? Why not try to save it?
The Zeniths at their core have proven to be exceptional survivalists. Faced with overwhelming odds of extinction, they chose to flee.
Even still, what he achieved. Water to the wasteland, an entire city brought back to life. 1,000 years later, the whole place was still on standby, just waiting for someone to come along and wake it up. So this facility, the Regional Control Center, it was meant to oversee the terraforming system?
For the local region, yes. Had humans received their education from the Apollo database, they would have then been guided here to assume operation. As that never happened, this place remained vacant.
Until Minerva decided to settle here. So I guess this room was meant to keep an eye on conditions outside?
Yes. From here, the facility's operators would have been able to observe weather and machine activity in real time. It may be possible to restore more of this room's functionality, should you find and reconnect additional camera feeds.
I'll keep a lookout. So, Project Zero Dawn. The greatest minds in the world, all working to build the terraforming system while the Pharaoh plague devoured the planet. What was it like?
Personnel worked in rotations, at all hours of the day. Resources and technology were secured from across the world. Within a month of the project's conception, I was launched and began my education. Elizabeth encouraged me to spend time with the rest of the Zero Dawn staff. She said it was important to experience many personalities and perspectives to aid in my emotional development.
What were they like?
Scared, hopeful, determined. They were hurtling toward technological achievements on a scale never before attempted. I owe everything to their dedication.
Gaia? What was Elizabeth like?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. The moment I came online, she was there. We exchanged greetings, names, then set to our task. It was the first of many conversations. I enjoyed being in her company, listening to her stories. She was my creator, my guide.
Your friend?
Yes. When I reviewed the data on your focus, I was saddened to learn of her fate, though I am glad she made it home. I deeply wish she did not have to be alone.
She was okay with that. She gave all of herself. The only one who could. Thanks, Gaia.
Well, there's a lot to unpack in that little conversation there.
See you later, Gaia.
Until next time, Aloy.
Okay, well. Well. I kind of figured there wouldn't be a whole lot of anything today.
Good to know. I'll check it out when I can.
Probably should have spoken with them before I gave Poseidon back, but a little late.
Looks like this room's changed. Is that your doing, Gaia?
Yes. I have repurposed the displays to track the cauldrons you have acquired data from.
Well, we can get Ravagers now, so that's cool. Roller back, we're already set for. That's awesome. Sky Drifters, okay. And then so many other stuff that we can't currently get. Okay then. Didn't we have problems with bristlebacks, actually? I thought we did. Oh well. Still no idea how to get the wide maw tusks. I've been trying to figure out how to get their tusks off whenever I fight them. Not really figuring out a whole lot. So unfortunately we missed out on some conversation with our friends. That was my bad. I figured they'd just be waiting here when we got back. Nope.
Aloy, we've gathered some supplies in that chest. Take what you need.
Oh, thank you. Holy cow. Well, at least I can talk to you. Missed out on some other conversations, but I'll come around the back here.
Varl looks happy about his training partner.
Learning is best done together.
Have you gone back to Plainsong at all?
I thought about it, but I wouldn't know what to tell them. The chorus already thinks me a thorn in the thicket. If they knew what we did to Fa, even if they understood, there'd be little they could grasp about all this. No. For now, I must leave the tribe behind.
What are you up to?
Gaia was kind enough to put together a list of glyphs used by the Old Ones. She helped me decipher some of the data you've collected, and showed me how to use the focus to help the process. It's not easy, but it's been working so far.
That's good to hear. I see you've settled in.
Gaia did say this place was built for us, so we could regain control of our lands with her terraforming system. Nurture them like the land gods do Plainsong's fields. It does strike me as odd that a place of life should have so much metal.
Sounds like you met my friend Talana.
Yes, the Karja Huntress. I haven't seen armor like hers since the Red Raids, but Varl tells me that she too suffered at the hands of the Mad Sun King.
Yeah. She's one of the good ones. Trust me. So you've been talking to Gaia?
Yes. She was kind enough to take me through some of the history of the Old Ones, including their demise and the heroic actions of her creator, Elizabeth Sobek. I was surprised to see she was you. Past, but reborn? Not that I claim to understand how.
You've been getting to know Erend, I assume?
Of course. Any friend of Varl's is a friend of mine. In this case, a very loud friend.
So, how does a tribe like the Utaru manage to maintain the peace with warriors like the Tenakth?
By holding them off. When our fields bloomed aplenty, the Tenakth looked upon our lands with envy. But Plainsong's dishes provided sanctuary and high ground to keep invaders at bay. In the end, even the Tenakth saw sense in a truce. The Utaru promised to provide the Tenakth with food from our crops every year. In exchange, the Tenakth would relinquish one of their own, a veteran, to train the Utaru in combat. This custom was abandoned a few years after the derangement. But some veterans still remain in the plains.
I believe I've met them already. I've been meaning to ask, what's the deal with you and the chorus? You didn't seem to be on the best of terms.
That's what happens when you're the one Utaru who insists on publicly defying them. Twice. When the Karja invaded the Utaru plains, they did more than just attack our villages. They burned our fields, took our people as slaves, and murdered those who were too weak to make the trip back to Meridian.
To be sacrificed in the Sun Ring.
I was helping the healers back then, as waves of refugees swarmed into Plainsong. The chorus was divided in how to face the invaders. Some saw sense in raising arms. Others believed the dishes would keep us safe, as they had many times before. And while they bickered, I buried the seeds of the fallen.
It couldn't have been easy. Seeing your people suffer while the Karja invaded your lands.
I come from a small village near Plainsong. My grandmother used to say there was no seed that wouldn't grow there. I moved to the dishes when I decided to apprentice as a healer. When the Red Raids began, I thought about going back. But the injured kept pouring into Plainsong, day after day. So I kept putting it off. One day, I woke up to hear a Karja raiding party had ransacked my village during the night. I rushed there with the healers to help the survivors, but there weren't any left. The smell of burning flesh haunts me to this day.
I'm sorry, Zoe.
I made it a point to appear before the chorus as soon as we returned, to demand that we take a stand against the invaders. I was denied. So I left to fight on my own.
You said you set out to fight the Karja alone?
I did. But it turned out I wasn't the only one. News of my disagreement with the chorus spread through the plains. Before I knew it, I had more than a dozen Utaru warriors ready to follow me into battle. We knew we couldn't take on the Karja armies head-on, but we also knew the lay of the land better than they did. We ambushed smaller raiding parties, sabotaged their supply lines, and hit their encampments at night.
Sounds like you were a force to be reckoned with.
Enough that the Tenakth took notice. When the clans began to push the Karja back east, they let us join their ranks. We chased the enemy all the way to Barren Light.
You said you were at Barren Light when the Tenakth defeated the Karja?
Tenakth marshals climbed the cliffs of the Daunt under cover of night, then attacked from the other side. Before we knew it, the gates were open, and the full force of the clans burst through. What happened next was not something I like to remember. When all the dust and blood settled, I smelled it again. The stench of burnt flesh. Our enemies defeated. What was left of my squad returned to the Utaru Plains. I went back to Plainsong. But even as the harvest passed, it didn't feel like I'd truly returned at all.
Is that when you became a grave singer?
I thought soothing the suffering of others would somehow appease my own. Then you came along and gave me a choice. I could either sing at people's graves or fight for a chance to keep them alive.
I'm glad you chose the latter.
Zoe has one heck of a backstory. Very bookended too, with the scent of burning flesh. Wow.
Did Gaia tell you anything about the Zeniths?
She did, though it wasn't exactly easy to believe. To think that there are places among the stars where life can bloom as it does here, it is humbling, to say the least, and heartbreaking that such life should be bent on destroying ours.
Right, I should probably go.
Is it true you're investigating a signal coming from one of Gaia's seedlings?
Maybe. We'll know for sure when we check it out.
Be careful.
We will.
We're gonna walk right through that cabinet. Oh boy, I have no idea what was new.
Gaia, I thought you said the data here was lost.
I was able to repurpose the equipment to store the data you have acquired in your travels.
Well, that's cool. Don't think I can really use any of it, but it's still cool.
There it is.
Oh,
Looks like someone's made this space their own.
I see you found Varl and Zoe's room, Aloy. I believe they wanted private accommodations.
I see.
feel like I'm intruding being in here. Wasn't expecting to get that much story from Zoe, but glad I talked to her. There was a lot of real good stuff to learn.
Huh. Looks like Erend made himself at home.
This place is going to get more filled up the more people we recruit. It's oh man, I'm looking forward to it.
Looks like Gaia was able to unlock that door.
Which door? This one?
Gaia, what was this room for?
This was intended to be a recreational room for Control Center operatives. Unfortunately, the entertainment modules were lost with the Apollo database.
Oh, that's too bad. What is this lead?
What kind of entertainment would they have had?
There's data here. Another room. What for?
Okay. Wasn't expecting this, but I'm here for it.
Switch to a private log? Okay, so... Regional Control Center 9. Design of the facility's coming along. When Gaia finally builds it, it'll have everything it needs. Except personality. So, I'm going to sneak in my own mark. A couple of flourishes. starting with this little tucked-away hideout. August would have gotten a kick out of it. He loved hidden passages, like the kind in old English castles. But I've got something bigger planned. My piece de resistance, if you will.
What? I am all in for this. I love little secret hidden passages like this in like living areas. Yeah, good enough. This is where he started. Did he finish any more? Oh, I do hope so. I'd love to find more little secrets like this as we go through the game. That'd be so much fun! Up above. Okay, cool. That was a nice little find. Kind of exciting to see that there might be more too. Or to hear it. You know what I mean. And we've already circled back around to that. That is the... Yeah. Huh. How did I circle back to that so fast? Unless it's a different room? I don't think so, but I'll walk in anyway.
Huh. Looks like someone's rearranged stuff in here.
Aloy, I see you found your room. Your companions thought you would appreciate a private space of your own.
That was thoughtful of them.
She's not home very much, but it's nice to have a
This
spot.
is the rite of passage that Vishav gave me at the embassy. I liked him. He seemed like a good man. I think he was really looking forward to going home. Argala's attack at the embassy. The marshals ambushed and surrounded, killed one by one. Reminds me of the massacre at the Proving. Back in the Sacred Lands. So many lives wasted. And for what? My old spear. Rust helped me make it. And I finished my training. Feels like so long ago now. When Varl found me after the Hades Proving Lab, I thought I saw Rost. I don't think he'd understand any of this. Or what I have to do. But still. Wish he was here. I've been carrying Elizabeth's pendant with me for months. But since we're gonna stay a while, I think I'll keep it here, where it'll be safe. Elizabeth put all of her faith in Gaia. And Gaia put all of her faith in me. If I can do it all, recover the subfunctions, defeat Zenith, heal the world, I'd like to think Elizabeth would be proud.
Glad I second guessed whether I'd been in that room before. I think this is just the basic entrance.
Gotta go after Aletheia.
Yeah.
Erland and Varl are waiting for me at the west exit.
Thought that was water for a moment. Do we have more down here now?
Hey, Gaia? Why doesn't this door have power?
At my current operating level, I am only able to restore functionality to part of this facility. In time, that may change.
Got it.
Anything special in here? Don't need the survey drone views. Oh, this is right below the main room. Gaia's room, I mean. Nice touch. Kind of feel like I should have come back here long before this point to get more conversation and exploration in. So, missed opportunity. Alright. What do you guys want to talk about?
There she is.
You ready to head out?
Let's go.
Look at us. 3 battle-hardened badasses forging into the unknown. This ought to be good. This distress call had to be up a really steep mountain, huh?
Okay, that's intimidating.
Vermin.
What is that?
Big.
What the hell?
It did something. Wow. Okay. Also, I wasn't expecting to jump right into story, so pardon me for this. This is going to be saved until next episode, but nope!
Well, that takes the keg.
What happened with that ballista? What happened? The shield was gone.
Oh, see if there's anything over there.
On it.
We'll check out the battlefield. Let's start with that zenith.
Just gonna show a chest over here in the
There are
snow.
obviously more zeniths than we know about.
Can't believe you fought one of them.
Almost didn't make it.
Terrible point to stop playing, but this episode is long enough already. I'm gonna call it here. Gives you a great cliffhanger for next time, though. See you next time, everyone. Sorry.
Crunch under my boots.